Welcome back everybody to the Watchtower. My name's Andy as always, and today we're doing a non-spoiler review of Aquaman. That's coming up right after this. Alright everyone, welcome back. Like I said before, we're doing a non-spoiler review today of Aquaman. Aquaman was such a blast from start to finish. It is such a fun movie. I was really excited to see this movie and was trying to temper my expectations and keep it in check, but I was smiling throughout the entire movie. It is just so much fun. DC and James Wan really knocked it out of the park with this one. Aquaman is directed by James Wan, who's mostly a horror director. He did do Furious 7, but mostly horror, but he jumps over completely to a different genre in this, and it worked out really, really well. The movie stars Jason Momoa as Aquaman, Amber Heard as Mera, Patrick Wilson as Orm/Ocean Master, William Dafoe as Volku, and Nicole Kidman as Queen Atlanta, Aquaman's mother. The movie was cast so well. Everybody in this movie, from the leads, Jason Momoa and Amber Heard, to the smaller characters like William Dafoe, Tamora Morrison, Dolph Lundgren, all did a really good job with the parts they were given. I can't think of anybody who was miscast or was just wrong for the role. They all just knocked it out of the park. Even the small part where Black Manta was in it with the actor that plays him, really good, nailed that character, his intro. I can't wait to see what they do in the future with Black Manta and that character going forward and really delve deeper into that character, because that's going to be exciting. That's what I'm looking forward to. I had hesitations about Jason Momoa as Aquaman, just because in Justice League I wasn't super thrilled with him. The character was okay, but he just seemed like he was a surfer bro. He was just, hey, I'm surfer bro. But he kills it in this. He's humorous. He's a badass. He has heart. He can nail the serious moments as well as the lighthearted, make a quip or whatever. He's just so perfectly cast for this movie. They do tweak his character a little bit from the comics. The comics, he's much more stoic and reserved, and he's a king. He's not a king yet. He's younger. He's a little more brash. He's a little more cocky. He's a little bit more quippy. That's okay. I didn't have any problems with any of that. We might see him down the road if we get more movies. As he becomes king, he'll get more stoic and stuff as the weight of being a ruler weighs down on him. My highlight, though, Amber Heard as Mera. Wow. This was almost a perfect comic to film translation. She nails this role. She's powerful. She doesn't take crap from anybody. She doesn't need to be rescued. She's not a damsel in distress. She rescues Aquaman a couple times. He doesn't rescue her. But she's got, I'm going to say human element, but she's not human. Atlantean element. She's compassionate. She's funny at times. She's a three-dimensional character. She's real. She's not something that's there, for people to fight over or for the hero to save. She's a person and she holds her own. And she's so well done. Amber Heard really knocked it out of the park. I'm really looking forward to more with that character as well. I hope we get a lot more of her. Plotting wise, this is a pretty straightforward story. It's not complicated. It doesn't try to do any crazy twists or turns. You pretty much know where it's going. It's got a little bit of Indiana Jones feel to it. It's a quest movie. They're going after this Trident of Neptune to find it for Aquaman. That was all in the trailer. That's not a spoiler. It's just fun. It's a blast. It's like an old school throwback, 80s, 70s movie. Flight of the Conchords, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Something like that. It's just fun. It's a blast. That's it. Simple plot, but it knows what it is. It doesn't try to be anything that's not. It's just a fun, over-the-top, bombastic movie, and I really enjoyed that. It's so much fun. This movie is very, very CGI heavy, and that can be hit or miss sometimes. If you do CGI well, it looks really good. Infinity War CGI heavy looks really good. Other movies can be this movie, because it's mostly all underwater and everything, and they create this whole new world. This CGI in this is gorgeous. I haven't seen anything like this CGI wise. They create a whole world, and the way they do with the oceans and everything, it is so well done. Like anything, if you've like seen anything else recently where they're underwater, like the Meg, or I don't know, something else where they're underwater. The Meg's the only thing that comes to mind. This doesn't look like anything else. There's all different kinds of colors, and it's vibrant. It really breathes life into Atlantis, into the ocean in general. It's really good. So the creatures, different stuff that they create, really well done. So good. There are a couple moments in the beginning with the CGI where it looks a little wonky for the most part. Some of the stuff, they de-age a couple characters. They have a flashback at the beginning. They de-age a couple characters, and that looks a little weird. But that's kind of, I think everybody that does the de-aging a little bit, it looks a little weird, Marvel included. I would put it on par if you've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp. The de-aging in that, it's right there. That's where it's at. Which I thought Ant-Man and the Wasp was good, but it's just like the mouth area a little bit. It's just a little wonky, and that's the same with that. There's also some stuff because they CGI the hair when they're underwater. There's some parts where the hair looks just a little, where it's not moving like the same as like the rest of the body. But that's mostly in the beginning. They fix that, and it looks great. There's not any issues with like the fights or anything. The CGI looking wonky. The fighting and everything looks really well done. You can tell what's going on in the action. It's just not just a CGI fest where you can't tell what's going on. It looks really well done. The practical effects too, not just the regular set pieces fighting. There's a couple fight scenes on land and stuff. From the trailer, the full fight when he's inside the submarine is really well done. It's a great fight scene. There's some humor in it, throwing in some fun and stuff when he's fighting. It's really well done. They really did a good job of showing his power and just in that fight scene. It was probably one of my highlights of the movie. That and another part towards the end, later about in the second act that I don't really want to get into, but with him and Mira when there's a big fight scene with Black Manta, and that was a highlight too. That was a lot of fun as well. But this was just a good movie, and I needed this right now because I was so bummed by Justice League. Justice League was okay, but DC has been killing me lately with these movies. I liked Wonder Woman. I liked Wonder Woman a lot, but the third act of Wonder Woman kind of fell apart with me, but I needed this. This was a solid movie from beginning to end. The third act didn't fall apart. It was really well done. Unlike Wonder Woman, which did not have I didn't think a compelling bad guy. Ares just wasn't, I don't know, he just wasn't that good. The reveal wasn't that good. This has a really good bad guy. Ocean Master / Prince Orm is a really good bad guy. He's almost not a bad guy. From his point of view, he's doing the right thing. And that's what you need from a bad guy. You need a bad guy in their mind to think they're the hero. And that's what he thinks. He's doing this for Atlantis. He's dedicated life to Atlantis. He's doing all this stuff. You can see his point of view. And it just makes him so compelling, and his motivations, and Patrick Wilson does a really good job giving this character, fleshing this character out and making you kind of feel for him. Yes, he does bad things. He does despicable things in this movie, but you see where he's coming from. Kind of like Thanos. Not that they're similar. Thanos is a way better bad guy than Black Manta or Ocean Master, but really good. And then the little bit that Black Manta's in it, like I said before, he does a really good job. It's kind of an underling to Ocean Master. Really great job. I'm looking forward to see more of him and him come into his own and just be the sadist and the ruthless guy that he is in the comics. I mean, He killed a baby in the comics. This guy has no qualms about killing anybody. So I'm really, really looking forward to see what they do with Black Manta. There is a mid-credit scene in the movie. There's no end-credit scene, so you don't have to stay to the very end of the movie, but there is a mid-credit, so watch that mid-credit. It's a fun little tease about showing what's going to happen in the future. So yeah, this has been my review of Aquaman. Once again, just a blast, and the world building they did in it, just so good. I'm really happy that I went and saw it. I couldn't have taken another heartbreak from DC, so please go out and see this movie. It's really good. Just so good. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll have more video reviews up in the future. Shazam's coming out soon. I got the Joker later next year. Have reviews up for those. Thank you so much, and remember to please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time in the Watchtower.